Slamdown Podcast is sponsored by Body Slam and Jam, the wrestling game YouTuber. To see his videos on YouTube, search YouTube Body Slam, capital N and Jam, or to follow him by Twitter, it is at Body Slam, capital N, Jam. Welcome to another episode of Tna Talk. Hang on, we've got a bit lag in. There we go, that's better. Now, I really don't like moaning about a wrestling company or giving negatives all the time, but the Impact show, what the hell is going on with their booking? They've got this Team X Gold that doesn't mean anything. It's not for any title. It doesn't stand for anything. Just a load of guys in a three-man team going against each other. Right, okay. That made absolutely perfect sense to do something like that. It's just appalling, the state of TNA. I know I've said about this before about TNA and this, that and the other, but, you know, TNA have got a lot of good points. You know, if you look at the DCC, could be a good stable. You know, Decay, brilliant. You know, the way they're done. The Hardys, I know they're a bit like Marmite. You either love them or hate them, but it's something different. And then the rest is just bad. You know, they've brought this grand title win, and to me, it's boring. You know, for TNA, they need to be the alternative product. They need to be competitive. They need to be different. They need to stand out. There's, you know, having a six-sided ring, but having no creative direction or anything like that doesn't make you a better product. And I don't like I said, I don't like moaning about TNA, but to me, it is that bad. I don't know if it's because of Dixie Carter. I don't know if it's creative or who's making the decisions, but things need to change. They need to peel back. They need to refocus on the X division. They need to refocus and go back to what made them great. You know, that's what they need to look at. I know a lot of people disagree with this, but I believe bringing through Vince Russo back is one of the best decisions they can make. Because to me, when they were going through their best era, it was Vince Russo writing. I feel like they need Jeff Jarrett back as well to go back into the direction they once was. Because at the moment, it's so sloppy. It's so sloppy. But let's cover the actual show itself. We saw Jeff Hardy opened up the night. This is another problem I have. Okay? You're changing someone's gimmick, you're changing someone's character. Okay? He's got this new music, and it says obsolete, and he's meant to be Brother Nero. But the announcers now announce him as Jeff Hardy. Okay? He calls himself Jeff Hardy, and the creature... Hang on. Are you Brother Nero, or are you Jeff Hardy? Which one are you? You're meant to be broken like Matt, but you're acting the same as when you were Jeff Hardy. Okay. See, this is another problem with TNA. They do things so right, and then they mess it up. I would have left Jeff Hardy wearing the eye contacts, where he had one eye white, one black. You know, I'd have left him in that character as broken. And to me, he just feels like he's still Jeff Hardy. I can't understand creatives the way they're running that. It's just right, okay. But anyway, we saw him called out the DCC for, you know, everything they've done to Matt and everything, and he wanted to face one of them one-on-one, which happens later in the night. Then we had the Team X Gold, and I've already complained about this. But the teams were Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett, and Marshall Rocket. Another question. You had Oh, I'm trying to think. I nearly said the Hurricane, but George Helms, the leader of this stable, but suddenly he's not there anymore. Well, where's he gone? There's no reference to him on Impact. It's just like he's vanished. Has Mad Hardy made a spell for him to disappear? It's just, again, just poor creative. You know, someone, you know, you don't just let a manager disappear. You know, I can't get my head around it. I really cannot get my head around it. But you had them taking on Rockstar Spud and Decay in a... Oh, yes. And you had the team go for broke, which is DJZ, Brian Sutter, and who was the other one? Mandrews. Little potholes. I know Abyss is technically in this match because he was X Division in the past, but that I don't mind. But Michelle Rocket, to me, he's not an X Division guy. He's a guy that could be going against EC3 and got people like that. You know, the way he's built and his abilities in the ring does not scream X Division to me. Same with Brian Sutter. He's not an X Division guy. You know, it worries me. But it was a good match. If I had to rate it out of stars, 3. No, that's been too nice. 2 out of 5 stars. Pushing it, but yeah. We had EC3 taking on Eli Drake. If EC3 won, he retains his TNA championship shot. Championship shot. If Eli Drake wins, he gets the championship. But if EC3 also wins, Eli Drake has to shut up for a year. So he loses the ability to talk for the rest of the year is taken away. So, being how good Eli Drake is on the mic, you know, you think, right, Eli Drake's going to win this. You know, you can't silence someone who's that good on the mic. But no, they did. Why? Why TNA? So he can't talk for a year. Right, okay. Because I know I've seen a lot of people compare Eli Drake to The Rock. Now, I know fanboys are going to jump on this and go, he's not The Rock, The Rock's all... Hold your horses. The reason he's very similar to The Rock is his ability on the mic. That's what makes him similar to The Rock. Not because of his in-ring ability or anything like that, but the way he cuts his promos. You know, to me, fantastic on the mic. So to take that away from him, I think that's a worst decision that TNA's made. After that, we had Al Snow teaming up with Shearer to take on the Tribunal. Oh, sorry, the EC3. I didn't give it a star rating, did I? Right, I'd give that... I've got to be nice, haven't I? Give it 3 stars. I'll be a bit more lenient with that because it was a lot better than the team going for gold match, which was, my computer's decided to freeze up on me. There we go. I can see why they're putting Al Snow Shearer together against the Tribunal. It was all right. It's probably another 2 out of 5 star matches. Now, it was nice to see TNA bringing the turkey suit back. We haven't seen it for quite a few years. You know, it adds that bit of comedy to it. And it was Robbie E versus Grado, which is Robbie E's had the suit challenge match, the turkey chicken suit. Turkey chicken? Fucking hell. Turkey suit challenge match before. It was all right. We saw Grado lost and Robbie he got the victory, so Grado was in the chicken shoot. But instead of being ashamed and gutted that he was in that, he started embracing it. started walking around like a chicken. And then we had the main event. I know I haven't said about the Mad Hardy stuff. I'm going to cover that at the end of the show. But the main event, we had the DCC, which was Bram that stepped forward to take on Jeff Hardy. Where we wished it was a no DQ match, so you knew the DCC were going to get involved in this, which they did. And it ended up being a victory to Bram with James Storm that came in the ring and he hit the last call super kick, and then Bram hit the brighter side of suffering. Now, we've seen different sections with Mad Hardy where they're trying to get his memory back. You see Remy get this referee in that showed him footage. Matt didn't believe it. They tried a hypnotist, which worked. And then when he clicked his fingers saying you'll be back to your old self, and then he went back to this dodgy character that needed to finish off his ice cream, turkey, whatever they were doing with it. But right at the arse end, where we saw Matt Hardy saying about the deities, if the deities are real, they give me a sign. And he was struck by lightning, and then he recovered his broken brilliance. That was about it. But we know Total Non-Stop Deletion is set for the December the 15th in American time. So let me have a quick look. So that's a second. We've got the UK, I've got to work it out in. So we have a show on the 4th, the 11th. So Total Non-Stop Deletion for the UK will be on the 18th of December, where we get to see that. I'm trying to really stay positive about TNA, and it's really difficult. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on the product. If not, I can see it falling away at the wayside. But I think that's about it about TNA. I will let people know, people who haven't seen on Twitter, we have got someone that's making a intro for Slamdown, which will be coming soon. So from the start of the shows now, we're going to have the ads play, the theme to the show, and then I'll come on. But tomorrow will be WWE Raw, giving the review of everything Raw. So big thanks to everybody that's watching. Don't forget to leave your comments. Let us know what you think of TNA. This has been your host, Ashley Friend, and we'll see you again tomorrow.